people with long careers, super long careers, especially in esports, I have so much respect for them, really. Compared to, well, the newer players are cool, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very hard to find people who are in the scene for a long time. But this goes to the next point that I wanted to ask you as well. You know Dogi's statement about the Indonesian orgs being lazy. They don't want to pick up Indonesian players. They don't want to scout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They keep on importing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's true. I mean, again, can't really blame the orgs because I understand. As orgs, you want to try to win. The business model is win.
Yeah.
Right? If you want to get sponsors, if you want to get fans, etc., it's win. That's the easiest way. But now I feel like, yeah, most of them are just thinking about the short term, or they just want it to be instant, you know? They import.
Yeah.
Right now in Indonesia, we still have so many talented players. Just earlier this year, MDL, the first time in a long time that an open qualifier team won MDL.
Yeah.
Forgot the name of the team, but that team had so many good players, especially their goal laner, Bunny Cutie. His name is Bunny Cutie. So yeah, shout out to Benny. But that guy is so good. The fact that I haven't heard any rumors about him getting picked up by an MPL team is ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
I can't believe now, like, Indonesian orgs are like prioritizing PH imports who are much more expensive, much harder to implement in the team because English, right? Compared to Indonesian players who are, I would say, just as talented. But again, I agree with Dogi. The Indonesian orgs, the Indonesian esports ecosystem, maybe now they're getting lazy.
Yeah.
They saw what Onyx did with Kyrie. They're like, oh, we can just import and get a god. Yeah. Let's do it. But I think that's like a special case, you know? I mean, just take a look at all the imports. Not everyone has been Kyrie, right? And Onyx found the gem. They were like, you know what? We had this in MLBB anyways. We can get them both. But for the others, it's hard. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, my argument to that is, yeah, I do agree with Doggy too. I agree with you. I think what you guys need, what Indo needs is coaching.
Yeah, dude. I agree, dude.
I would say the only reason why Kyrie worked in Onyx was because of coaching. Yeah. The reason why, well, I wanted to say Geek Fam, but you know what I'm saying, right?
8G.
No. I mean, like, Baloy himself is, you know, you can, all of the other players would attest that Baloy is a playing coach in a way, in many ways, because he taught a lot. And Baloyski is such a strong leader. He's a very different case because you get a player, you also get a leader. Yeah,
he's a mini Yeb, right?
Mini Yeb, a Yeb that plays, basically.
That plays, yeah.
So that's the gem that you got from Baloy. I think the reason why they were very successful in that regard is because of the coaching. Because like, how else would you solve your scouting problems if you don't have a coach that's dedicated for that? How else would you be able to unleash the potential of your players without a good coach? Yeah. So I think that that's what's lacking for Indonesia right now, and that's definitely what you have to work on. Like learn from Coach Ip, learn from Baloy. Like maybe try to import. Of course, but unfortunately, I think there's a scarcity of coaches now because like all of the other regions would like to just get coaches from everywhere. Yeah. But that's something that you definitely need to work on. Now, he also mentioned something interesting, which is what I thought about, like why there were players that wasn't able to do what Few did. Because one thing that I noticed from Few is that he never streamed after being successful. Yeah. He never became a content creator after being successful. If you look back at the early champions of MPL, instantly they turn into content creators. Yeah.
It's the easiest way, right? You get the fame and then you transition.
You transition, which I understand because they earn a lot from that. I gotta say, like they earn tenfold compared to their playing days because players don't get paid that much even before. Right now, maybe you can argue that, but if you're looking at Onyx, like, if you're looking at Few, he never really transitioned into a content creator. That's why his longevity is there. I believe that in Indonesia, everybody turned. Like after M1, everybody turned into content creator.
Yeah, they did. I mean, again, I can't blame them because honestly, if I were in their spot, I would probably do the same, right? I mean, it's all about the money, to be honest. Especially when they want to start families.
For sure.
You have to look at the money. So again, no hate to any of the people who are tired, for sure. It's just like